Welcome, me friends. You're in Randy's Den, and today we are going to look at some lithium ion cells. These are battery packs out of different laptops and such, and I actually only thought I had a few, say like 4 or 5. I can't believe that I actually really have this many. It's ludicrous, but is what I'd like to do is show how to take these apart safely, and even when they are at a full charge or semi-full charge, or they're not even working right, or you can't even get a charge, so you want to take it apart and see what's going on even. So there's tools that you're going to use. Sometimes you get lucky and all you really need is a pair of strong hands, and I do not have that, but sometimes I can get around it. But anyways, let's get started. Let's throw it around too. That always helps shake them up. This is the Dell gimmick here. That's what I do. Just give it a twist, and you don't want to go nutty, freaking Hulk Hogan on the thing. You just want to get it to break them seals, get them seals working, and then once you do, I got my spudger here, and then I got a seriously stiff, well, not so much stiff, but just a lot stronger, bigger spudger here, and an old knife that's sharp, and my Schwercher here. The Schwercher is a tool that I made. It used to be bent right there and work really well, but no. Anyways, let's get at it. Let's quit dilly-and-dallying. Where's my crack? Look at a crack in the thing. I heard it. I'm not seeing it. And what you want to do is find where these cracks develop and follow them from there. And it's almost like undoing a zipper then. It almost unzips itself. But these little ones are a little tough, gotta tell you. Finding them to be a little bit tougher than an average nut. There we go. Get her moving. That's crazy. I feel it moving. I'll get right in the end there. I'm going to use my little... Getting in the end, get it opened up, and just find where that seam is. Now, I'm using a knife, and you want to be really careful with the metal knife, especially because you can short it out, and you could have a lot of current that can start things cooking, burning real fast. You don't have to worry about electrocution. Is what you got to worry about is shorting it, or stabbing one even. So you might want to stay away from the knife. In fact, I'm going to get a little more aggressive, so I'm going to try using this guy. And you don't want to get into the tabs. See if that'll cut. And is what you got is your cells in a line, just like what are here, except it's a single row of how many, I don't know. Is this an 11? It might be a 14 volt board, I'm not sure. There's a couple, there's 11, 11, 9, 14, couple 14s. I know a couple more 11s. Oy vey. And pretty much, usually, typically, you could see where your little board is going to be. It's going to be a board about like this. Very similar. It could be thinner, thicker, about that setup. It's typically always around your center. On this one, you can see looking at it right here. It's going to be right in this area, right where the hump is, right here. Just where it's raised back in here, you might have some lines, some wires or whatever running through, but that's about it. Oh, look at that. Unzip it. Wow. That makes it a little easier, but still, I can't just rip these out because I still have all the protection hooked to it. And I don't want to just rip the protection out too. Like to see maybe if the protection save it or whatever, reuse it. Who knows, but don't want to kill it and all that. The ends are always pretty tough. There it comes. That's how they should go. Once you get the right spot, you kind of just unzip it. And there it goes. That can go in the hopper. This one we know was good. I got my wires down in here, so I am gonna. And here is the BMS, the battery management system, or your protection board. That's going to be your over and under voltage protection. And it's separate for each cell. It goes to each cell. So every cell is monitored here. Ooh, I got that one good, didn't I? Wounded that one real nice. And give it a, should pop right out here once it lets go. There it goes. And there it is. And that's more, I don't see a recycle on that. Guess that's more garbage. So that one's out. And immediately is what you want to find is your positive. Your red positive rail. Or line or wherever that is coming out. That's going to be a thicker one. And it's going to be one of these end ones. Because that's going to be the one that carries your main current. And if you want to go into it further, that's the one you're going to want to get it into and get it disconnected. Oh, LP5, that don't help me. Okay, I got a big plus right there. Now is that making the plus for inside here when that mounts up? Or is that for that? That says LP3, LP2, LP1. Well, all I know is if I'm careful just desoldering that, I should be alright. It's got a plus on the back too. Now right here is your thermistor, and that's just going to be set up with probably another resistor to act as like some type of voltage divider, and it changes its resistance as the heat goes up and down. So man, I really wounded that poor guy, poor little soldier here. Alright, let me move that. Let's try another one. This one is a HP or HP. HP. It's a hippie. Get a good grab on her. This one's quite a bit stiffer. It seems to be wanting to almost do that same thing though. This wants to peel around. We'll see if that doesn't pull right down through like the last one did. That kind of worked out pretty good, if I might say. And these cells they're as dangerous as you're going to make them. If you're just a little bit careful with them, you don't have to. Most cases, you ain't got to worry about getting the shock or anything. What you got to worry about is the thing getting shorted and it going thermonuclear. That's not good. That's serious meltage of everything. Get that started. There it goes. Unzip. Oh, I get a half unzip. Gotta get back into it. There it goes. Another half. Get a little at a time with this one. Just don't want to give it all up at once. Gotta work for it. And the last one. These are Samsung. What were these? These are generic. They don't even have numbers or anything on them. Okay, let's get it working a little bit more. I don't want these nibbled. I always try, if I'm using a knife or razor, I always try to have the blunt side as the back side. Right there, I'll just wedge it right through, and there, I got it cut. That's all I wanted to do. Cut it, or run. Might not have to go out the end. Let's try this one here. And I got my hand back far enough that even if it slips right through, it's going right there. It's not going to hit me. So safety first. Safety is first. That's good. I just ordered some battery, basically component BMS boards, and I have them in a couple weeks. So I will be putting together, I got a bunch of NiCad cordless drills and that I've had given to me over time that our batteries are toast or whatever, and gonna change them over. Hopefully, at least that's what the battery management boards are hopefully gonna do. Got a couple different kinds coming, so be neat to see how that works out. And it's gotta all fit using the same. Basically, I just take out the old batteries. There's no protection or nothing that comes with the NiCads. Them have their own self-protection. Basically, is if they keep overcharging, they just burn it off as heat, and they won't go up to a crazy amount of amp volts as these would. They're actually quite simple and safe and easy to use. Quite a neat little setup. These darn these lipos here, lithium ions, what these are. These things, it's unbelievable the amount of watt power that they carry, handle and hold, and how long and everything. It's crazy to me. I can get some nibbler. Nibble on that. I think once I get the end rolling, I'll be alright. Again, you can see right in here, between my fingers, it's bumped out. That's where you're going to have your BMS board. Key is kind of peeling it open. There it comes. Now, is the whole thing going to come, or is it going to want to hold on to my... It's probably going to want to hold on to my BMS yet. I'll give that, lose some of its strength, tear it away. And NiCad batteries are recyclable too, so let you guys know, don't throw them out. As in all batteries, you don't really want to throw out. They're just not good. Not good. There's a lot of nasty chemicals in all of them, even just everyday, your Duracell Energizer, or Walgreens, whatever they are. All of them. Alkalines. Okay, come on, Nelly. Come on, Nelly. Whew. I'm going to have to roll this right down through. It really is strong on that back side. Pull that off. Pull this one off. And I got some good news. I picked up a tablet today. Traded a tablet for a chainsaw from my buddy. It's nothing. It's a nice tab. To me, it's a beautiful tablet. It's not nothing super new or nothing like that. But hopefully that's gonna work for getting better videos. Had it. Wait, these suckers are... I ain't gonna make you guys wait through all these. These suckers take a little bit of finesse, and oh, that's stuck right in there. That don't want to come. Gonna want to go. this ripped off of the end here. I'm going to nibble that right off so it doesn't short out on me. Got a little end cap on that. I gotta get down in there and work this piece up. I can't see it. Alright, that's gotta come apart. It has to. Oh, that's odd angle is making it tough with this one. Probably gonna pop it right off of the board. In fact, I'm gonna snip them now. Different lengths also, so if they have a lot harder time touching each other. If I cut them at the same length and roll it around and one lays up over the other one, then they could short right out where they're both exposed. So at different lengths it helps keep them offset from each other. I actually do that quite a bit, even with when I'm putting making a butt splice on putting cords together or anything. It seems to work quite nicely. That way, if all else fails, the joint falls apart. Both joints do over time and usage and being flexed and everything. The joint is in two different spots, so if it's bare wire here and bare wire here, your line and neutral, it's a lot less of a chance of them coming in contact with each other. So, and by then you should have recognized that you had a problem. You hope. I'm not being mean to that one. That's right there. Come here, you. I don't know if them are, I'm interested to check them out. See if they're, it's got to be just a metal strip right down through. Oh, the ends are metal. Oh no, it's in the middle. It's not magnetic. Pull them right apart. There is videos. I'm not gonna make it, just for maybe some other time. For reviving batteries, that is what happens is a CID is in here, and when they get hot, they especially all crammed up in a pack, or you get one that's hot, it can have the CIDs, which are, let me get this off so you can get down in there and see it. See these little holes right down in here, right down inside there, a little vent, one on each side. Also what happens is it gets pressure and it pops up against the top there. That goes to the bottom and it ends up technically almost shorting it out. Not in a bad way though. It like shunts it just about. That's the better word. And your battery will just be at 0 volts no matter what you do. 0 volts. You have the same potential at the bottom end as the top. And that's what happens. Is you had something, probably one battery got overcharged or something gone wrong with it, something it didn't like, and it gets super crazy hot. It's a dead battery, but it can take the rest of them with it. It kind of, it's like, well, I'm taking all my buddies with me. It's the kind of way the batteries think. Man, that's some crazy. This thing is squeezing the piss out of my frickin' finger. Gosh. Holy swoosh. Oy. That's so good. Ow. 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 Woo. Holy mackerel. This thing's kicking the living crap out of me. I need to call it some backup. Ah! That thing was working me over. They got everything stuck, glued up in there. Two dirty devils. That was a devil, right? Come on now, so I can move on to the next one. I don't want to be here all night on this stupid one. Ah! Yeah, the CID, it's almost like a pressure switch. It senses the cell pressure, because that's what happens, is the pressure builds up in the cell and it pops it forward up into the shorting mechanism. You can see these are got the protection on them. They got that rib right here. So your actual cell is this long. Then with the protection on it, it's the full length here. So yeah, pretty neat. These things are cool. They're just super cool. Yay! Damn you. That one. Brutal. Alright, enough of that. Let's get to... That's a good one. This is just a generic, and that's an oddball. I have no idea what that would ever fit. Oh, that one's going good. Oh, just a couple little twists. Kind of got it all right apart. Look at that. Manga. Boy, I would have looked a little more smarter if I started. I'll have to erase everything else and have this be the beginning of the video. Look at me. I know what I'm doing. 18650. A lot of good stuff. A lot of goody goodies. Yeah, if this was your, say, laptop battery that was, let's say it was just blinking. Every time you put it in to charge, it would blink. If you went to use it, it wouldn't put out any voltage or current. Then you could take a look and find out what's going on with the board. You're going to have two circuits. One is going to be your input protection circuit, and then your low voltage circuit. Or output protection and low voltage circuit is what I mean. Output protection. No, input protection, low voltage. And yeah. So you could figure it out if it's that transistor there and say that MOSFET. You could change them all out if you had a hot air gun. And put it back together and check the lights. This one's very generic. Doesn't even have the lights on it or nothing. 14.4 volts. 4,400 milliamp hours. So that's 8 of them. 8, 40, 5. Is that 5? I'll say if it's 4,000 milliamp hours. There's 8 of them. You gotta cheat and go to 40. I can't do that when I'm in crushing mode. Uh-oh. This one feels a lot different. This might be a different one. This could be one of my favorite ones. I might like this one. This doesn't feel like it just wants to twist very much. It feels awfully stiff. And for having round ones in it, it sure doesn't feel like it's got round ones. So I think it's got a surprise, and that is good because that's what I have on my toothbrush. But we'll find out. Going right down that sticker. You can imagine how much strength some of them stickers can have on them. Try that again. Oh, there it goes. Oh, oh, it's this right here. Had it. Come on. Man, I get it where I can see what's in there and then it... Oh, they're looking round to me. That was deceiving. Deceived me good. Man, I thought how stiff it was squares. Stacked up on each other. Oh, this one is a... Hold on, my head's in the frickin' garbage can here. Toshiba, 10.8 volts. 48 watts. That's how many watts you'll get in an hour. Working amp hours, I believe is what it is. Yeah, if you're going to pry down in here, you don't want to have your tool get on this side of that tab that cuts across both battery grounds. Always be careful of that. Boy, this one's really put together too. Not for long. To get my bruiser out. I got a knife that I use just for, so I don't beat this one all the hell. That I pound on the back of it just for instances like this. Sitting right there, I'll have to grab it and show him. Now maybe I can work it out of the end. Not sure. Let's see here. Get it rolling. Yeah, if you got a good pair of cutting dikes or whatever, you really don't want to use them in something like this, twisting and everything else. These are actually a really cheap pair that I kind of redid myself. You can put a notch in them for little stripping spots, and you can see where I pounded on the center of it to tighten it up before. Yeah, very cheap. But I like them just for stuff like this. They work good, especially for holding on and breaking and carnage. I love the carnage part. Come on. Yeah, man. Oh, I forget. I definitely always wait to the end, and it dawned on me that most people don't make it to the end of my videos because they're that boring. I want to thank every single one of you for stopping by, checking out the den here with me. Give me a chance, and if you feel I deserve it, give me a little, honestly, I'd love it if someone would give me comments. Let me know what the hell I'm doing right or wrong, or if it's hopeless and I should start knitting or what. Anything. Right now I got crickets for comments. Just a slight couple. Let me know what you think. What the hell I need to do to improve or whatever. Because I do plan on... There's not many things... I'm not really going to get into it. I don't have a lot of options of things I can do right now. Because I am very day to day. In fact, hour to hour sometimes. So, medical crap. So I will, I can't do any job that I have to pretty much, unless they're going to let me sleep when I need to go down, and I could be down for days. I don't know. That's how it goes. That one's out. That one's happy. And again, it don't seem like many of these like to label the positive. I always thought they'd have the boards I ordered have the B plus, or no, was it the B plus? The P, I believe it was a P plus, P minus, and then your plus, big plus, and a small big plus, big minus, P plus, P minus. That's that one. Again, if you want. Oh, did I get my soldering on? Why didn't I? Oh, and solder one quick too for you. Show you guys just how to go about that quickly. With the quickness. Now I'm gonna forget about it. Yeah, none of these have any recycle PD on them, so they're not recyclable. Don't want these touching each other. Well, I mean touching the board. You don't want the boards and all that interacting and shorting out across one of them. See what the button does for this. Dead. Deader than a doornail. Uh-oh. There it goes. Ow. It's a Dell. This is a big package. Let's see what we got. Dell battery module well. 11.1 volts. It's an odd voltage. 11.1. Hope that didn't scare you, the knife going zipping by. Dell 11.1. Scare you that I cut myself or something. Get an angle on it. Cut it better. There it goes.